You all wanted to be back on this farm, and you know exactly where we're going with this. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the tree farm. I'm your host, SilverRun Buck. Cue our intro and get started with our day. For those that have not been on the channel long enough to remember, we have this one little tree farm I made on the SilverRun map. This is one of Giant's expansion maps that came out, and we need to get ready for the holiday season, being Halloween. We do already have our barrel train pretty much ready to go. We built that last year. We also have all of our Halloween festivities being moved into our complex area to my left. The trees off to our right are still the standard Christmas trees that we've had for years, but we have since removed the plot that sat next to the novelty gas station and took out our pine tree line to replace that whole section with Christmas trees again. Our greenhouses had their entire backside filled in with dirt, so there is a nice even driving surface back there. The event center is ready to go for its next line of contestants, and we also redid our parking lot. And with the incorporation of our brand new paved driveway all the way to our maintenance center and parking lot, business couldn't be better. I'm gonna start by doing the easy thing first and getting our bale train out. Then we'll start moving on to getting everything else situated. If you guys are fans of the tree farm and you'd like to see me carry something over like this to 25, be sure to smash that like button, possibly even consider subscribing down below. We're still on that race to the 100,000 subs by the end of 2024. Some of these save games have a lot of great memories and stories to go along with it. And the barrel train is quite possibly one of my favorite additions. And it really has been one of the top attractions that we have when people come out. Hopefully turning will be a lot easier this year because those pine trees used to come up right to our roadside and we couldn't get the big trailers through the park. But Corey's currently in charge of our event staff to get all of our new exhibits set up for the holiday extravaganza. Just make sure this is far enough out of the way and we are set. I'm gonna have to run over to the local farm store, get some square bales. So while we're doing that, I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section, what are your holiday plans for Halloween? I wanted this video to come out on Halloween, but sadly that's just not how the ball rolled this year. I'll probably be laid back doing a whole lot of Nada Might stream, but I gotta fix my internet first, because you know, why would anything want to work conveniently? I'll get loaded up here. We'll see you guys back at the farm, and hopefully by that point, the event staff might have showed up, and we will be able to start setting up all of the Halloween events. I will have it known that we're not going to be using all the hay racks like we did the previous year. We just didn't have as much demand, and it doesn't look like we've been selling a whole bunch of tickets yet. So we've only got 32 bales, and whichever amount of hay racks that gets us, that'll be what we'll end up advertising for our crowd. I'd say Corey really scored this year for our entertainment because there actually is going to be a haunted house that, kind of like a carnival trailer. They'll be bringing that out, and that'll sit over by the Dairy Queen. But that should hopefully make up for some of the lost time on the hay racks, because hay racks really are only popular at the Christmas event that we host. This always has to be one of my favorite things to set up in Farm Sim, though. It's so simple, but it's also, like, super satisfying. I will just leave a one bale gap, that way people can get in, and I think it will just leave it on this part. That looks good enough to me, so let's secure these bales. And I'll get the rest of these on the red hay rack. Might be a little easier if we drag it out, though. I don't really want to be loading things in the weeds. I don't ever feel like I use this Kubota very much on the farm, but one thing that we do, especially on every piece of equipment, is we keep this thing as clean as possible. There's nothing worse than somebody who can't take care of their stuff. So if you want to know my secret, I use AndyClean, alright? We keep everything on this farm as clean as possible with some good, clean fun. Very good chance I'll end up just pulling the rack with the Kubota this year, as I see no reason really to not to. If you're seeing a lag, then that is actually my computer just starting to not like its current graphics card, so please work with me, guys. That is something I'm trying to work on before 2025. PC parts are expensive, though. Whatever extra bales we have, I'm just going to throw up in the hayloft in the barn. Used to have a bunch of bales up there, but over the spring, we actually had a massive storm that went through, and it ripped off a bunch of shingles, and we couldn't get a roofer out here for quite a while, so that roof ended up leaking and spoiling all the straw up there. So gotta love Mother Nature. I think one more and that should be it. So we have, what, 7 bales left? I guess we could make one more small hay rack on, like, that trailer. Or even that one, since it sits lower and I could take off the ramps.
A few moments later.
In the end, we did settle on making one last hay rack. Just pulled the ramps off the one and put the remaining 6 bales, because I can't count, on this. So here's our hay rack crew for the year. Now it's time to jump up in the sky and watch as the event setup unfolds.
Even when my teardrops start to dry, even when the sun begins to shine again, I'm taking all the advice there is and none of it has helped. Experience has made me realize that I won't build my life on empty words. Being so damn naive, it only hurts. I'm so tired of love songs, life never turns out the way they do. I've been trying for so long, looking for someone who wants me to. I've heard every cliche there is and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs, I'm sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you. Looking back on how I used to be, I always thought that love was made for me. Oh well, I was just as blue-eyed as the sky could ever be. Loving you has made me realize I'm so tired of love songs, life never turns out the way they do. I've been trying for so long, looking for someone who wants me to. I've heard every cliche there is and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs, I'm sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of you. I'm so tired of love songs, sick and tired of love songs. Even when my teardrops start to dry, and even when the sun begins to shine again, I've taken all the advice there is and none of it has helped. I'm so tired of love songs, sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you. Ooh, sick and tired of you. I'm so tired of love songs that never turns out the way they do. I've been trying for so long, looking for someone to help me through. I've heard every cliche there is and none of them make sense. I'm so tired of love songs, sick and tired of love songs. I'm so tired of you.
Now, I think that's actually going to do it. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't done a walkthrough yet. I do have to say, I think this place looks pretty good. Kind of basic, but I think the old haunted house is probably our main attraction. We got a little Halloween-themed courtyard right as you come off the main entrance. We did haul in a portable washroom for people, restroom, however you want to call it. Little candy bowls, tiny cemetery. Got our wonderful in-house bar, along with our typical snack stand. Area for people to go and dine. And this part hasn't arrived yet, but we do have a working vault that we will be putting a casket in. Might set Daryl or Corey in there as jump out at people when they go to look at it. Another little grave site next to our snack stand. Got like a robotic spider along with a scarecrow. Not a lot that's going on here because it mainly leads to our concert area, which we will be having the seats hauled in at some point later this week. But then we also have this corn maze. Registration is right there. People can go in. You guys probably saw me walk through it. And another little announcement is that Corey was able to score us to be able to work with the amusement ride across the road. So the roller coaster will also be part of the exhibit. So our shuttles that are also used for the hay rack throughout the day will be able to shuttle people over to the roller coaster. If that isn't a deal, I don't know what is. Hopping in the gator though, I will show you guys one last thing. Another attraction that we do offer our viewers to go out and look at is we do have a tractor show that is hosted at this barn. We ourselves have a couple tractors out at the old tree farm, but anybody really is welcome to bring their stuff out. So some of the more high-end display items we'll be placing in here, while our regular contestants, if they just pay the regular entry fee, they will line all of their stuff out along these two roadsides. A really fun place that unlocks a lot of core memories. All of our tree stuff will, of course, still be open throughout the course of the events. We will have to make sure all the fuel tanks are filled on our generators, as well as all of the lighting for the haunted houses again. Not too shabby. Pretty basic, but... Why do I always fall for that? Michael, you gotta lay off the scaring, man. All right? I can't be doing that. Oh, I hate jump scares. I hate jump scares with a passion. I think besides the crowd, we're pretty much all set up. I want to head over to that roller coaster though, because I don't think I've ever actually ridden the roller coaster in Farm Sim. And if you guys haven't either, well, we're gonna ride this thing together, all right? Oh yeah, I forgot how slow gators were. Let me know down below, guys, have you actually done any of the stuff to build the roller coaster? Or like me, did you just kind of cheat it all the way to the point where you're going to be able to ride it? Because that's what I wanted to do. I've always wanted to ride this thing. And it has been a while since I've ridden it, or I've never ridden it before. Ah, I forgot that you can't, like, change the camera. That's the one thing. All of your HUD is disabled when you're riding this thing. Oh yeah, and then you can literally just overlook the farm from here. That'll be awesome, especially on the concert. Wait, let's discuss this.
Let me tell you something! Let me tell you something!
Woo-hoo! Yay! I'm totally screaming. I'm screaming because of entertainment of riding on a roller coaster in a video game that's based upon farming! And we're not even going fast yet. Okay, there we go. Oh, this little spiral thing reminds me of GTA 5's roller coaster. That honestly is kind of the layout. Besides the one spiral over there not being it. Let's do that again. That's pretty good advertising. But that sign, I never noticed that sign before, so that's pretty funny.
Let me tell you something!
Pretty happy with our setup this year. The only other place that we're going to need to do some work on is the parking lot up north. Whenever we fill out our parking, we always have this one area on the top side of the farm that people can get a spot and then walk down through. So I just want to check on that, make sure we don't have any major weeds that are blocking the parking. It doesn't look like it. Set up some cones, set up some barriers, also set up a shuttle stop so that way people can just get a ride from everywhere to which way they need to go. And we will be open for business. Before we head off for the day, I do want to take the old barrel train through our exhibit to see how well this thing can travel. The year prior, we were able to navigate our way through the exhibits pretty well, but it was just so cold that we ended up only making a very, very short route. But hopefully this year it'll be a lot warmer, so that way when we take these guys through the walkways, they can enjoy it a little bit more. Make it through that area, all right. Does it make it past all of them? It does. Very, very nice. We're sneaking through here like a snake. Oh, that'll be fun. Obviously, we'll just have like a warning sign of when we're going through. Why that gate's closed, I'm not certain. But we'll wrap right through the Christmas tree area. Cut on back through our maintenance shed. See all the beautiful little trees. I always loved this, the background of the green trees, but the barn in the backdrop. That was always really cool. And it looks really good when you're looking at it from this angle, coming in from over the lake. Even bring them down the tree line. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Just wrap them back out and around. You can even cut right through our new little walkway. That is so cool. That is just perfect, too. Guys, I think that's going to wrap us up for the Tree Farm Halloween special. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll have a really good turnout this year. Have a happy and safe Halloween. If I can get my camera out of the corn, we'll hopefully be able to set up for Christmas and have one last shine on the tree farm before we fully migrate this series over to FS25. Be sure to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, guys, keep it fun. Check out the Tree Farm playlist up in your top right-hand corner. I shall see you guys all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.